Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Uh, what has the last couple of days been like? Decompressing. I know you're still doing it, but
I've been,
disappointment. Even though you're coming off,
yeah,
nice win.
yeah, been able to get a little rest, to say the least. Not showing up at 5 something in the morning, but at the same time, the coaching staff, which is in the process of, breaking down our concepts and doing grades, doing sack synopsis, like all the different things that you need to do in the off season. So that's what our days are consisting of right now.
Is this a strange time because the decisions have to be made on president and GM? GM's going to decide your fate. Just what's it like right now?
Well, it's actually an exciting time because at the end of the day, there's opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I want it to go in my favor, but at the same time, I don't control that, right? My job is to go out and try to win football games, and each and every week, that's what myself and the staff try to do: just go out and put our best foot forward each and every week. And I thought the players did an outstanding job as well each and every week. We fell short sometimes. A couple of those early games we wish could have won, and the situation would be different right now, but we are where we are. So, it is what it is from that standpoint. And, I can't control what happens. But at the end of the day, of course, I'd love to be here.
I'll ask you the same question I asked you, Roy. Until the last two games,
Mm-hmm.
you guys didn't win a game that was decided by a single digit.
Mm-hmm.
What prevented you guys from getting over the hump in those games? And that's obviously big, to keep you in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was almost like a curse from a standpoint. It seemed like if we were down sometimes at half, the statistics showed that we weren't winning those games anywhere from 1 to 10 points, and those are some of the things that I constantly harped on to the guys. I think I haven't read all statistics out at one point, but like you say, if you look at the last two games, that's something we can build off of. Coming out of halftime, this is exactly what I told Trey. You did it last week or the week prior in Calgary. I feel like you can go out and do it again, especially, Daggy got the second quarter. I think we ended up down 7 at the half, and, Trey was able to come out and propel us to a win.
How important was that for Trey? I mean, I felt like he added another layer to his arc that he willed the team
Mm-hmm.
back into the fight, and he
Mm-hmm.
put the team on his back, and you saw everyone kind of join in.
Yeah, I thought he did awesome. The thing that some of you guys probably, I don't want to just say you guys, but the team that the general public sometimes doesn't understand or see is that, there's drops, there's timing, there's understanding the defense and what you should be reading. And I thought he did an outstanding job of taking his drops all game long. I mean, that was one of the things that, I've constantly harped on him about. I'm sure he probably hears my voice in his sleep sometimes and saying, take your drop, take your drop, take your drop, right? So, and he did that. And when he did that, I mean, the picture just cleared up for him. So more than anything, that's what I was most pleased about.
Is that kind of what he needs to improve on or be more consistent with in order
Exactly.
to be, just a starting quarterback going forward?
That's where the consistency comes from that I talk about, right? And that's definitely that as far as taking the drop first and foremost. I mean, we know he's more than dynamic with his legs, with his God-given ability when things do break down. That's one thing you don't have to coach him up on, right? But if you can get him to learn, to read the defenses properly and take his proper drop, then he becomes that much more dangerous of a quarterback.
I know you need two quarterbacks to win in this league. Mm-hmm. Was there too much going back and forth this year, though? I'll just ask that directly.
Well, at the end of the day, each time we made that decision, we were trying to just make the best decision for the organization and the team at the time, right? Like we were living in the moment. And so, that could be good or bad, but at the same time, it was what we had to do at the time. And, I wouldn't take it back. It is what it is. I mean, I know the one game that I felt like, we probably could have won was the Winnipeg game at home. We were down 3 at the half, and it just didn't go our way. But at the same time, I think, those guys in that room support one another. So whoever's, up at quarterback, they support one another. They know only one guy's playing at a time. And, it is what it is from that standpoint. And, that's all I care about is the fact that they constantly support one another in that room.
How bad do you want to be a full-time head coach?
More than anything, like this is the opportunity that, you never know when your opportunity or chances are going to come, right? I mean, I think I said it before, it's unfortunate the way it came. But at the same time, I have to try and take full advantage of the opportunity that I'm given.
What do you say about the standard that you tried to set, in practice, off the field, the accountability? Because it seemed like your players really took to it. fairly well.
Well, that's the biggest thing, accountability, right? Accountability and consistency and, having a routine, you know what I mean? So, that's what we did each and every week. We tried to just take out the bad and do the good, and it was all about giving the players the looks that they needed to go out and perform on game day. And, we slow things down. We repeat plays if we needed to. I didn't want them to have to play the game during the week, right? We wanted to play the game on game day. So, wanted to make sure their bodies were fresh and their minds were right, and we tried to go out each and every week and be the most physical, dominant team on the field. Thank you, guys. Yep.